now I get to sit here and wait for people to show up. Yep. I'm just painting live, waiting for some people to show up. We'll see. Sometimes it takes a few minutes for people to get here, so you have to wait. I'm actually going to text Eileen and let her know, because then she can spread the word. If I can find her. Oh, there she is. Okay. So, not everybody knows about this page either, so we will see. Alright. I'm just going to start, and if people come in, they come in, and if they don't, they don't. That's the only way you can do it, really. Okay. So anyways, for those of you who didn't make it live and who are coming in after the fact, I am painting kits live. This is the Ellery kit. She's a limited edition kit, and this is the Hazel kit, both of which are going to be available for sale when they are complete. So I'm doing this live because there's people out there that like to see artists when they work, so this is what I'm doing. I need to get some sponges for pouncing. And I use a brush first, and then I pounce the paint after. This. No, it's not the most exciting, thrilling thing to watch, but this is how I do it. Actually, this is the way it should be done. And I use the brush because I want to make sure that the paint gets in all of the little cracks and crevices that there are on the kit. I'm still not seeing anybody here. I just notified one of my friends to let everybody know that I am live in case they want to see. That's alright. I'm plugged in, battery's charging, so I'm good. Don't have to worry about it. Okay, so now I'm ready to pounce. Sponge, makeup wedge, and I'm just going to pounce, 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 pounce. Just, that takes off excess paint. Some people know that I do the dolls, but have never actually seen me do it. I went live a couple times in the past doing kits, but it's been a while, so I figured it was due time. And I apologize if the lighting is not good on your part. I have to have the light shining on the kit so that I can see what I'm doing. So it might look dark where you are, but the light is actually shining on the doll where I am. So I already put a first layer of paint on these guys yesterday. I did it real quick before dinner, and I figured I would get more done today. I have so many brushes here. I have brushes, let's see. I have to take another brush just to get excess paint out of areas where it can pull up. You don't want any pulling because it can affect the way that the kit looks when it's finished. So I'm just going over it with the brush where there's little creases, crevices in the ears, the nose, the mouth, little wrinkles in the neck. I still don't see anybody out here. If you're out here, please let me know, because I can't see if anyone's out here or not. Say hello. Whoa. Brushes are jumping out of my hand. I know sometimes it takes a while for people to get on. I did leave a message up on my regular Facebook page saying that I'd be going live. So maybe some people will jump on. Let's see. Now these are the first two flesh layers that I'm doing, and then after these are done, I will do veining and creasing and stuff like that. Everybody has their own techniques and their own orders as to how they do their kits, their preferred ways that they do it. I have taken some of the ways that I learned, and I have added my own twist to it, which I'm sure everybody does. Everyone has their preferred way of painting, and I have adapted to the way that I do it. And I've changed up a few little things here and there, and I've improved a few little things here and there. And I like the way that my dolls are coming out. Excuse me for 1 second. I'm going to message somebody else to get some word out here. Let's see. Maybe. I'm just trying to get some more viewers here. Okay. Sorry. Still nobody's out here. Okay. So I'm going to, sometimes they bounce from kit to kit. I'll do one head and then the other kit because I am doing two at the same time, and sometimes it makes it easier to just get certain body parts done together, like two of the heads done at the same time, and then the forearms and the forelegs, because I do use the same skin tone, unless of course it's a lighter or darker baby. But these are both going to be just regular Caucasian babies. Well, actually the one is a Asian baby, but she's still going to be a light color. And she is an eyes open kit. She was going to have the brown eyes, and this one, I don't really know what color eyes I'm going to give her as of yet. Actually, this one doesn't have eyes open. I do have another kit I'm going to be doing. Actually, I have several kits I'm going to be doing that are going to be up for sale. And I actually just ordered a couple of kits from Bountiful because they were 50% off. One of which I really do want to keep, and the other one I'm kind of up in the air about. A Kimberly, which I had a Kimberly that was made for me by a very good friend of mine, and I ended up having, actually she made two. I ended up having to sell them when we were in a rut and needed the money to move, and I had to sell both of them. So I really did like that kit. I don't know if anyone is familiar with the Kimberly kit from Bountiful Baby, but she's a real born. She's very cute, and I have not made one yet, so I decided to make one to see how she comes out. And depending on how I like it, I might keep it, but if not, then I'll put it up for sale. But she's a really cute kit. She's a bigger kit. I think she's like 19.5 inches. Sleeping babies. I prefer the sleeping babies. Everybody has their own preference. Some like open-eyed babies better. Some like sleeping babies better. It's if you're going to take your babies out, it's a little bit less doll-like if it is a sleeping baby, because then it just looks like they're sleeping. If it's an open-eyed baby, they have this constant stare and they're not blinking, and then it'll definitely draw more attention, more questions, and that's where the judging comes in. And I actually had taken two of my dolls out to a friend's house once, and we had stopped at a store, and I couldn't go in because I had both of the dolls in the car, and that's a big no-no because people have smashed people's windows open because they thought it was a baby. So I stayed in the car, and these two women walked out of the store, and they were asking me how old the babies were, and when I told them they were dolls, they were quite amazed because they looked very realistic. These were actually dolls that my friend had made. This was prior to me getting into reborning myself. So, yeah, it's pretty amazing some of the things that people say when they see these dolls. I'm not talking about negative reactions. I'm talking about the positive reactions. Everybody thinks that they are real, and then when you tell them that they're not, the first thing they want to do is hold it, which I don't have an issue if people ask me, but if people are just going to try to grab the doll, then that's where we're going to have problems, because I don't like that. So, but I have not taken any of the ones I have made, other than to a friend of mine's house, and that was it. I took my Evelyn kit, my Cassie Brace Evelyn kit, and that was it. So the one I really want to take out is my Levi kit, just because I really like the way that that kit came out. This one, I was actually debating whether I was going to keep it or not. I'll see how it comes out. I like her little expression, her little crying face is cute. But yeah, this one and the other one are limited edition kits, and they came from Trueborn, and they are both definitely going to be adorable when they're done. I know it seems like it can be a time-consuming thing. When you do this, you can lose yourself in it and not realize how long you're doing it for. I've done that before. I've had instances where I was started in the afternoon, and then I looked up at the clock and it was like 8 o'clock. Because I do the air dry paints. That is one really good plus about it, is you don't have to wait for the kit to bake, and then you don't have to wait for the kit to cool after it comes out of the oven, because all you're doing is putting it on the rack. And the air dry paints do dry very quickly. You have to be able to work quick with these. They're not, see, this is one thing, is people think that it is easier to work with the Genesis paints, and it is not. It's actually, I don't know. I mean, Genesis paints, they think that they are more permanent, which is false. That's not true. When you do air dry paints, if you know what you're doing and you seal properly, this paint will be just as tough as the Genesis. It's just a matter of making sure that you seal it properly. And then after you seal it, it has to sit so that that sealer can actually cure the paint. But this is actually more difficult because you have to mix your own colors. I don't buy pre-mixed colors. I just make my own. And I've learned how to mix these to the way that I like them. And where most of the people who do the Genesis heat set paints buy the pre-mixed colors, and I just don't know. This is more of a challenge. This is more of a learning experience, learning how to do it. This is how I started reborning, and this is how I'm still doing it. And I actually purchased an oven because I had planned on doing the Genesis, but then I studied up on it, found out that the vinyl actually gives off toxic fumes. That's number one. Number two is you are voiding any warranty on the kit, because if anything happens to that kit, once you put it in the oven, it's void. So if you do air dry paints and something does happen to the kit, your warranty is still good. If you do the Genesis heat set paints and anything happens to the kit, well, you're out the money, and so is your customer. Then you have to turn around and replace the kit out of pocket. So I prefer to not do that. I prefer to do it this way. And anyone who has destroyed a kit in an oven. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about because I've seen it happen. I've seen people posting up about the heads falling in, collapsing, and bubbles in the vinyl and all kinds of fun stuff. So I don't have to worry about that because I don't do that. This is what I do, and this is what I prefer. And my babies come out just fine. If you look on this page at my pictures of my dolls, you will see them. I've never had any issues with them at all. Even the Genesis paints will come off if rubbed hard enough with anything. It's just, that's just the way it is. Anyway, I'm happy with what I do. I'm happy with the way I do it. That's what counts. And what else counts is that other people have really liked my dolls. I have sold a few of them actually, and people have been very happy. On to arm number 2. I know it's taking forever, and I'm still not seeing anybody up here, so if you're here, please remember, say hello. So that I know that you're here. I'm not going to be live for a super long time. Basically, I'm doing this coat on these guys, and then I am going to let it sit. And then I have to actually go and eat dinner because I have an early day tomorrow at work. And then, as far as I know, I think I'm going to be off a couple of days because I have some long days today, or this week. And she's giving me 2 days off, and I'm going to take those 2 days and probably do more of this. So you guys need to keep a watch out because I will be letting everybody know on my regular Facebook page that I'll be going live, and I don't know if this is showing up on my regular page or not, or if it's only showing up in here. So I'll be putting notices out on my regular Facebook page, and if you like this page and follow this page, you will know when I'm going live. You'll get the notification, or else I have no way of letting you know. So, unless of course you watch it after the fact. But I usually don't do these very often, as far as going live. I only do them every once in a while. So, you gotta pay attention if you want to watch me do this live. This kit I just wanted to show you. This is very, very good vinyl. It's high quality vinyl, and it's very, very soft. She's very squishy and very soft. This is one way to tell a high-end kit from a not high-end kit. The vinyl will be a better quality. Wow, like nobody is in here. Or either that or I'm not seeing anybody because I don't see one person here yet. This little one is going to be a preemie size. If you like preemie size dolls, she's a little one. She is not very big. The body that I got for her is actually a 15 to 17 inch size. So she's going to be small. She's going to require preemie clothing, and she's going to be really cute though. I actually got her body from Bountiful Baby. I got the kit and the body from 2 different places only because I wanted to try these new bodies that Bountiful Baby has now with the where it's enclosed where the limbs are so that your stuffing, your polyfold doesn't come out, and it actually has a really weird stocking kind of thing inside of the neck now so that it holds everything in place so that nothing falls out, which is kind of a good idea. So I decided I wanted to try them. So I actually got 3 of those bodies. I have 2 of these Ellery kits, the eye open Ellery kits. So either A, they can be sold together just like as twin sisters. They did not have an Ellery with eyes closed, but they have 2 with eyes open. Or you could just buy one separately. And I don't discuss pricing in public. So if you're interested in a doll and you would like to know about pricing, you need to contact me directly, and then we will discuss it. That's just the way I do it. Okay, so
Damn it.
I'm live, Dan. My husband is in the other room playing a video game. If you hear him out there making noise. And my dog was laying by my side. He usually has to see everything Mama's doing. If you're on my page, or if you looked on my page at my pictures, if you haven't, go check them out. I did post some pictures of some of the dolls that I have and that I've made. One of the dolls is the 3-month asleep Joseph that I had made for my friend Eileen, which she has shown everybody that doll because she really likes it. But I do have pictures of the doll when he was still here with me, when I finished him, when he was completed. I have my pictures of my Levi. I have pictures of my Sailor Rose. I have pictures of, yes, I did attempt the alternative babies, and I did a zombie. That doll actually sold before it was even made. And I have pictures of quite a few, so if you haven't already seen them, go check them out. I also do have a YouTube channel where I have posted pictures of babies and discussions and whatnot. It's kind of an open-ended channel where I just either talk about dolls or my job or other whatever I feel like putting up there. And for those of you who don't know me, I do take care of 2 little boys. And I do this on the side. It's a hobby. As well. So it's kind of a little extra side job / hobby that I enjoy doing it. It is very good for stress relief, anxiety, depression, whatever you're going through. This is why many people like having reborns, because I guess it's been medically proven that holding reborns is like holding a baby, and it's supposed to help with relieving anxiety and depression and things like that. They use it for elderly people. They use it for people who have lost babies, people who can't have babies, and it works well. So these are not only just fun to have in a collection, but they're therapeutic as well, which is nice. And you're going to see me doing, you're probably wondering if you were just doing arms, why are you doing legs? Because it's the way that they're set up on the racks, the drying racks. I had, one rack was made where the arms were in the back and the other one was made where the arms were in the front. So it seems to be, I was watching a video the other day and I was kind of laughing because it seems like the women who are reborn artists who are married, their husbands make them their rack, their drying racks. Well, yeah, mine made mine for me. So I have 2 of them, so I can get 2 done at once. And that's pretty much all I really care to work on at once. It would be too tedious to try to do more than that. So I just do 2 at the same time. And then I move on to the next. And so on and so on and so forth. So my colors, I pre-mix and I put them. Now when you mix your colors, if you're doing acrylic paints, it's very important that you only use distilled water. Do not use tap water because it has too much junk in it that can leave little particles of the paint and it can cause a lot of problems. This goes for making fake formula bottles as well. You always want to use distilled water. And this, let me see, this right here was like a little over $1, so it's not like it's expensive. Just make sure you keep it on hand because you do need it. And when you pre-mix your paints, and you just make sure you store them in an airtight bottle like this, and then when you're going to use them, you just shake them up really good to get your medium, which you have to put in it, because this helps the paint to stick to the vinyl. The medium actually goes on the kit prior to painting to help the paint stick. So you're prepping the paint for the, or prepping the vinyl for the paint. And then each of your colors is going to have a little bit of that medium in it as well to help it to stick. And then when you're finished, you're going to use a matte polyurethane varnish, and that will seal the kit properly. And then it has to sit and dry. Your nails, to give them that shine. And then the rest of the kit is done with the I froze up there for a minute. Sorry, guys. I was looking and I'm like, what happened? My picture froze. But I am still not seeing anybody out here. And I've been just babbling on to myself. I don't see anybody. Granted, I know it's dinner time. People are probably eating. I'll be doing that soon myself. But I wanted to. So even if you're watching this, after the fact, you'll still be able to see it. You won't be able to ask me any questions. That's kind of why I was doing this live, because I was hoping that maybe I could get some people to ask me some questions about this. But I really wish I could know if people are seeing me, if anyone's out there. Or not, because I have no idea. I'm going to have to message somebody really quick in a second to find out, because I asked 2 people to come on live and I'm not seeing anybody yet. So it's either because nobody's here or because something is going on with my connection. And I really hope it's not something's wrong with my connection. Not after I just said everything I just said. That would really, really suck. So let me finish this leg, and then I'm going to see if anyone is having issues with my video. So, okay, so this is the second leg. Now it's time to pounce, pounce, pounce. Oh, these sponges can be reused. You can wash them in soapy water. Make sure you get all the paint out really good and let them dry, and you can actually reuse them. I did a video before, I think it was a video, and it might have been on my YouTube, and I was letting everybody know that for sponges, everybody always spends this crazy, ridiculous amount on sponges from the reborning stores. And when I say crazy, it's outrageous for sponges. All they are is cosmetic wedges. Now, I used to buy them at Walmart. Now, Walmart started putting vitamin E in their sponges, and I noticed that a lot of stores are doing that now. So that kind of ruined that idea. So I started going to Dollar Tree because my husband and I were there, and we had noticed that they had the wedges, and they do not have vitamin E. They are just regular wedges, just like this. And I think you get 128 sponges for $1. So I bought a whole bunch of packages of them. And actually, at one point, they did run out of them. So I was at least stocked up. But that's going to be my go-to for sponges unless they change the formula and start adding vitamin E like everybody else. So if you're looking for wedges, that's where you want to go. Because $1 is a lot better than $8 or however much that these stores are charging. Okay, so I need to see what is going on with my live, and if anybody is seeing me really, really quick. So I apologize for turning away from the camera. 1 second. Oh my goodness. Alright, we'll see what she says. Okay. So now I'm on to the last 4 limbs of both the kits, which is Ellery's feet and Hazel's arms. Then I'm going to cut this video and go and figure out what I'm going to do for dinner. It's now almost 5 o'clock, so it's really, really doesn't take me that long. I have pretty much completed a kit in just a couple of days. It all depends on my time and how much time I have. If I have the time to sit down and dedicate a whole day to working on a kit, I can get it almost finished. As far as the paint goes. And then, of course, after the painting comes the varnish, and after the varnish comes, let's see, magnets, You have to put the magnet in the head. You have to do eyelashes. You have to do all of your finishing touches that you need done before putting it together. Rooting of eyelashes, yes. Rooting of hair would have been yes when I was doing that, but I cannot do that right now. And I'm still trying to find someone in my area locally who would want to help with that, because I'm really surprised that I'm even able to be doing this paint, because my wrist has been really bothering me. So it's been really tough. These kits have been sitting for a while because I haven't been able to do it. But I decided I just need to try and do my best. So what I'm doing here is going to be the extent of what I can do for the day. I do actually have to wear a brace on this wrist when I sleep because it really does hurt. So during the day I try to use it as much as I can when I can, because if I don't, it'll stiffen up and then it's going to hurt even more. So, but rooting definitely is a hard task to do. Eyelashes that's easy. That's just 1, 2, 3 done. But rooting a whole head, far from easy. Okay, let's see what my friend said. My friend can't find my page. Let's see. Trying to see what I can do here. Let's see. How do I do this? I really love these live things, you know? Wow. That is not what I'm looking for. Alright, I'm going to cut this just for a second and I will be back. I think. I don't know. I'm trying to... Yeah, okay. Let me see. Well, we shall see. I know people are finding this page because I've gotten a bunch of people who have looked at it, so obviously they're finding it. But my friend is having problems. Alright. Hold on. This is silly. Let's see. Anyway, alright, I gotta keep doing this. I can't just sit here and talk on the phone. Okay, so I do this part of the foot first and then I do this, because if not, it's awkward to try to pounce that when you're holding on to it, like with your fingers in the bottom, because then it's like bouncing everywhere and it's hard to control. So you wanna do one part at a time. Her little legs are so tiny. They're like, it's almost like doing an arm of a regular sized doll. Very little. One of these days, I need to do a live on YouTube. That would be good. Or I could, I don't know if I could share this to YouTube or not, but three more limbs to go, then I'm done. We have a ghost dog in the house. My dog's water dish, every now and again, it's one of those ones where you fill it up with water, and when they drink it, the more water comes out. Well, sometimes it just makes noises by itself, so we always joke and say we have a ghost dog. Okay. Alright, on to the next foot. Her little feet are so small. She's so cute. I sent an invite out to my aunt too. But I'm not seeing anybody. Alright. Pounce, pounce, pounce. I may have to go live on my regular page just to let people know to come look at this, because nobody is showing up. I don't think people know how to get here to this page. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. Alright. Well, for those of you who have made it after the fact and are watching this video and it's no longer live, thank you for watching, and I'll be doing more of these, so keep your eyes open. If you're somebody from my regular page, keep your eyes open, because I will be putting up a post letting everyone know that I'll be going live on this page, and that will be how you will know. So I'm going to stop this one for now. I'll be back again soon, and I'm going to go on my regular page so that I can let people know. So thank you for watching, and I will talk to you all soon.